Today's video is bound to turn your head. On the one hand, China is building a huge fish empire by breaking the ocean. On the other hand, 2.5 million ducks are being raised together in a farm. Yes, this is China's secret industry, which is beating the whole world. Today, you will see with your own eyes how much the world has changed with the help of money and technology. China is now using the world's largest marine fish farming technology. An incredible fish world has now been created in the Sea of Zhejiang Province, China. China has built a huge fish prison in the middle of the sea, from which they earn millions of dollars every year. Hundreds of huge round cages are floating in the ocean. Thousands of tons of different types of fish are being cultivated inside each cage. The size of this modern cage made by China is larger than a football field. The most surprising fact is that only one cage produces about 2,000 tons of fish every year, which is equal to thousands of small ponds. The name of this huge project is ocean fish farming. These cages in China are made of special high-density mesh and strong steel structures. And inside these cages, fish worth billions of taka are growing safely. Each cage is equipped with high-tech sensors and underwater cameras. The automated fish feeder machine senses when the fish are hungry and distributes food instantly. As a result, not a single piece of food is wasted. Paddle wheel aerators are used to create artificial currents inside the cage and maintain the oxygen level of the water. In this way, the fish can always grow in a healthy environment. The most amazing thing is that the Chinese control the entire cage from the shore using a mobile phone or computer. AI cameras detect whether the water temperature is right, the oxygen level is right, and even if a fish is sick, and immediately send the news. This deep-sea fish prison in China is now a marvel of modern technology, where the sea and technology have together created the power of a new economy. China is now the only powerful country in duck production in the global market. About 65% of the world's total duck production is produced in China. That is, the #1 position in the world is now in their hands. The name of the largest duck farm in China is Cherry Valley Farm. Can you imagine how many ducks there are here? You will be surprised to know that about 2.5 million ducks are raised on this farm at a time. It is a matter of great concern that China produces 300 million eggs from this farm every year, which are processed in various factories in China and exported to the world market. Among the ducks on this farm, those that are old and cannot lay eggs are sold to various restaurants. Where the ducks are slaughtered, the bones are separated from the body and the meat is dried on special types of sticks or sticks. Later, this dried meat is fried with special spices, which tastes like chips. Currently, it is a very popular food in Chinese cities. Wherever the eye blinks, only cows and cows. We do not often see such a scene of millions of cows. But the agricultural revolution of the modern world has made this impossible possible. Millions of cows are roaming in vast open fields. Some are eating grass, some are resting. This chain of millions of cows is not a coincidence. Rather, it is an amazing epic of modern technology. Millions of cows are raised in such open fields every day in countries like Argentina, Brazil, Australia, and America. And this is where perfect science, modern technology, and proper use of money are at work. Take Brazil. It is the world's largest cow exporting country. There are huge cattle farms in the central west region of Brazil, and the area of these farms is larger than a small district in Bangladesh. This farm, called Fazenda Roncador, is the largest cattle farm in Brazil. Its area is 1,53,000 hectares, which is larger than the city of Sao Paulo in Brazil. In these farms, a large number of cows are released into the open field without being tied up. They eat grass, drink water and rest in this open field as they like. However, the question arises, how are the cows taken care of in such a huge open field? Each cow has a GPS tracking chip in its ear. This chip constantly monitors the location, movement and health information of the cow. If a cow is sick, an alert signal is immediately sent to the farm's control room. Then another technological scene begins. The drone flies over a vast field. It finds that specific cow. When the sick cow is identified, an injection is given to the cow's body using a tranquilizer gun. After the injection, the cow's treatment process is started when the cow becomes unconscious. In addition, some parts of the Brazilian rainforest area have been made suitable for raising cows. There are about 10 million cows on this farm. You will be surprised to know that no shepherd is needed to supervise these cows. When a drone takes to the sky, it can do the same work as hundreds of shepherds. Where is a cow? What is it doing and how is it? The drone's camera records everything and sends all the information to the farm's control room. There are about 230 million cows throughout Brazil, which is more than the population of Brazil. Are you wondering why Brazil raises so many cows? Because Brazil is one of the largest milk-producing countries in the world. About 35 million tons of milk are produced here every year. That is, more than 300 million liters. A large part of this milk goes to various milk factories in the country and abroad. And among these, cows that produce very little milk or those that cannot give milk are sent to meat production units. Brazil earns $20 billion every year from these farms.